I'll untie you in a minute. I'm gonna be less than 2 hours. Just you'll be fine. Oh, for fuck's sake! Sorry about that countdown shit. I think it's pretty fucking annoying, but I'm on my backup account because I ran out of hours because I'm a cheap bastard and don't have the paid version anymore. I have nothing, got no intros uploaded to this account at all. Why? I really don't give a shit until now. And then I will again not give a shit in about 2 seconds. All right, I feel better already. I don't know about you guys. All right, let's see what's going on here. What are you monkeys up to? What's going on, Sam's Clit? Damn, Sam's Clit, you are first an awful lot. I'm gonna have to hook you up with a prize of some kind. I hope you like dick pics. What's going on, Sea Monkey Queen? What's going on, totally uncalled for? Yeah, there's a lot of totally uncalled for shit around here. What's going on, Anthony? What's going on, A Cups behind us? What's going on, Miss Andrea D? You're always riding home. Like, is that your job must be riding home. It doesn't matter what time of day I go live. You're always riding home. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know, whatever. What's going on, Sea Monkey Melinda? What's going on, General Sea Monkey? What's going on, Zenderella? Does anyone else want a cheesecake? Or a cheesy joke? Yeah, go for it, Zenderella. I'm down. What's going on, Veronica? Hey, I hope you're feeling better. I saw your Instagram post. I hope that's doing all right. What's going on, LB? What is up, Mr. Nick Cook? What is up, Control? Let's see. Who did I miss? Where do young trees go to learn? Oh, I bet I know the answer to this one. Elementary school. Ah, oh God, I like it. I like it more than I should. I've got nothing really to talk about, so it's up to you guys to fucking entertain me. We're gonna do it the other way around. I usually try to entertain you, but this time uh, we're doing the old flip. And you guys got to entertain me. What's going on, Canadian royalty? Oh shit! Which one of us is muted? Sometimes these people like to say, "Hey, you're muted," when you're really not, just to drive you nuts. So, can anybody but Sam's Clit hear me? No reach around? Well, I don't know. I'll think about it. Evidently, the general can hear me. Sam's Clit, you bastard! I'm taking my prize back. What is going on, Sea Monkey Rob? You're fired. You're fired. You're all fired. Anybody saying that they can't hear me, you're fired. Clown is saying Locke struck his channel. Locke says Clown is lying. Thoughts? Yeah, a whole bunch of people struck his channel. I don't know how he's narrowing it down to Locke because I happen to know that a bunch of people uh, have. I shouldn't say struck. I should say reported. That's a better thing. I don't know how many people have actually filed. I don't know if it's a copyright thing, then they tell you who's filing if it's a copyright strike. So if that's what happened and he's got proof of it, then it is what it is. But I happen to know his channel's been reported quite a bit. What's going on, Sea Monkey Jeff? Maybe I already said hello to you. I don't know. My mind has just not been. I mean, it's never great, but I just my memory's getting even worse. Like I can't remember shit from 1 minute to the next now. Oh, drugs. Everyone should strike Clown's channel. Yeah, yeah, the fucking shit that he's pulled, everybody should. I'm not really big on like mass reporting, but the shit that that fucker does, he should be reported. It's only for a week. He's got as far as I know, it's just a strike where you can't do anything on your channel for a week. But if you get too many of those, and he should have some more coming, then they just nuke your channel. Which I think is hilarious because it's all he cares about. You can't really be too far behind. We're only 6 minutes in, Jeff, so you're cool. He plays guitar. Oh man, it moved. Plays guitar though and evens it out. No, no, it doesn't. He's not even. I've only heard him play one thing. I don't sub to his channel, but he just wasn't very good at it from what I heard. I'm not either anymore. Uh, but I also don't put very much of my guitar stuff out because I'm just not that good anymore. Block's chat stream is gonna be very light tonight. He has half the community banned. Yeah, with uh, something I don't know exactly, but yeah. And I probably support him banning most of the people that he's gonna ban because we put up with enough scumbag shit already. We need to lay down the law. You don't understand why people are giving Clown a pass. Neither do I. I don't get it either. Like I said, I mean, not just if you're in his chat. It depends on the context, but if you roll with Clown, you will not be here. We doubt he will prove locked. Yeah, it's hard telling. Never known Locke to strike anyone aside from the time at the panel channel. Locke started his regrets having done that. So yeah, and I'm not saying he did it, but he was in one of his blind rages again the other night. So maybe it was from that. I really don't know. I've not talked to Locke about it. I'm sure he'll talk about it tonight. What's going on, guy? Well, yeah, Jeff, but I can play sometimes, but I got to take a bunch of Lyrica and sometimes some whiskey to top it off before I can play nowadays. So yeah, I just get really frustrated because I can't do what I used to, and then I just lay it down for a while. Don't even try. Maybe Luck was drunk and don't remember. He did. Well, he'll be able to go. Uh, he'll be able to go to his what do you call it, the studio, and see if he filed any strikes because they keep. You can look that shit up. Yeah, I know he does. Like he has no life, so he's got to restream everybody else's shit. So I really don't blame them for. I should probably file on him too, but I haven't. At least not yet. if that's what it takes to keep him removed, then maybe I'll do it. I'm just too lazy about that kind of shit. What's going on, Ronnie? Clown will now be known as Clunt. I like that. Hope we get Happy Luck tonight. Yeah, so do I. I didn't. When this happened a couple of years ago, when he was threatening to kill everybody, I'm not going to go through the whole thing line by line, but somebody asked me to reach out to him to try to calm him down. So I tried, and it didn't work out very well for either one of us. So I just stayed the fuck away from it this time. I didn't even listen to very much of it. Oh yeah, definitely LB. They're definitely taking a page out of Nanya's book. And really, I don't. If Locke did, I don't blame him. I really don't. And Clown's a piece of shit. You go into Clown's chat. No, Mary Jane. It's not just for being in there. Um, but if you are like in there supporting his bullshit and yucking it up with him, then you don't belong here. I don't tell people where they can or can't go, but I can keep you out of my chat. Why is there such a need for people in this space to associate with that clown piece of shit? The definition of freaking loser, sick motherfucker. Yeah, I don't get it either. I really don't. He doesn't. Yeah, see, I understand that he has some people wrenched just to try to get me to go at him. And I understand that. So, and I know that people have asked to have it removed. So I get that, and I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm not gonna drop the hammer on you if I know he's doing it just for spite. So, but just as long as you're not supporting his bullshit or up on his panels, yucking it up with him, then you'll be all right. Oh gosh, you saw them on a panel watching a panel that was streaming a panel that was talking about another panel. What the fuck? Hey, that's some shit that I would get involved with. I'll restream somebody that's restreaming somebody that's restreaming me. Yeah, I'd do it. I got, yeah, Jeff, I got your message, my man, and there are some wheels turning as we speak. So that's really all I can say about that here. Stupid YouTube. Yeah, Sam's quit. YouTube's been doing that a lot lately. And sometimes the shit that YouTube takes, like it's happened to me. I actually got a fucking warning for. I'll probably get shut down for this, but I don't care. I used the word tranny. Actually, I think I was responding to Jeff Kemeny, and I used the word tranny. This is in my own chat, responding, or in my own comment section, responding to somebody else on one of my own videos, right? And then I actually got a warning from YouTube uh, saying that I had used unacceptable, whatever. Anyway, they gave me a little spanking and took the comment down. But yeah, pe- uh, people's comments, like there's a lady from Ireland that likes the channel, and She was doing nothing but singing my good praises, and for well, that's probably why YouTube took him down because they know I'm an asshole. Never mind, I just answered my own question. But anyway, yeah, they've been taken down a lot. That whole if you chat in eds, you can't sit with us energy that LB Cap and others were doing last year. It's not the same thing. I'm not saying you can't be in their chat. I'm not, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying if you support clowns bullshit, you don't belong here. It's not about being in a chat. I don't care where people chat, Weston. It's not about chatting. It's about supporting that kind of person. You're not gonna get. I'm not gonna nuke anybody just for chatting in there. It's about context. Southwest Jenna, please don't time you out anymore. I don't remember you ever being timed out in here. Maybe I'm wrong. What's going on, Freya? What's going on, Mastercard? Look, I'm not telling anybody where they can or can't chat. I'm just saying if you support clowns bullshit, you're not chatting here. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the real Jeff? Could somebody check for me, please? Because uh, I really don't have any use for that motherfucker either. But I believe that's a fake Jeff account. Got banned NTFC. Got banned where? I was in NTF's chat, like right. I came in right towards the end. Uh, and I did see some people getting banned in there, but I don't know why. Uh, some of y'all are assholes though, so I understand. Some of you are on thin ice here, but what's going on, Lisa? Yep, everything's alright. What's going? Oh, I missed. What's going on, Angela G? What's going on, baby Sea Monkey? What's going on, Serena? Oh God, sorry if I missed anybody. I either just didn't see you, or maybe I don't fucking like you. Angela controls you and your midday news panels. Huh. Sounds like a you problem. If you're not comfortable with it, change it. If I mean, some people just like will go along with whatever their leader says just because they don't want to think. They don't want to be responsible for their own thoughts. All right, Jeff, man, take it easy. Keep them trucks running. You're afraid of Canadian royalty? Maybe you should be. Maybe your instincts are correct. Who knows? Why does it smell like a fish market in here? Put your shoes back on. God, guy, you are on thin ice with your racist shit. You're lucky you didn't. You're lucky you just said Brian. That's all I'm saying. Using it isn't all it's cracked up to be. Well, I mean, they're usually pretty easy to figure out who they are. It's not my thing. I don't. I'm not saying I've never used an alt because I have, but it's just I don't know. I just don't care for it. If I'm gonna be an asshole, I usually want people to know it was me. What's going on, American Smoker? What's up, Mo Rich? Canadian Royalty R8. Huh. I mean, some alts are funny, but some of y'all just use it as a way to hide, to not have to face consequences. And I'm not really cool with that either. Uh, for absolutely no reason at all, bad guy. Okay. I'm sure that it was for no reason at all. Go dox yourself for a custom kitty? Well, I could dox you for free. Well, all right. What flavor kitty do you want? You refuse to support or socialize with anyone that supports someone indicted for sexually assaulting a child. Yeah. You see, I could have almost given Clown the benefit of the doubt because there be some vindictive bitches out there that do make shit up. It happens. Um, but all the other shit, man, like when he talks about the 14-year-old and a 3-year-old and the way he fucking has gone after people relentlessly just to trigger their PTSD because he gets off on watching them get upset. It's everything combined. You know, he's just a general piece of shit, and I don't want anything to do with it. Canadian down bans straight got his ass handed to him. Huh. I'm out of the loop on that. Look, y'all just stop with the sea racist. We are sea monkeys. We are evolved above brine shrimp. And calling us brine shrimp is fucking racist. We are going to get some laws passed, and we will have equal rights someday. Why was LB hidden? Who the fuck hit LB? I'm sure it was an accident. I see it on StreamYard. I can't see when that happens. Did somebody? If somebody hit LB, then unhide them or unhide her, I should say. It was okay. Right on. Accidents happen, American Smoker. If I had $1 for every time I accidentally timed somebody out because I was nodding off at the wheel, I wouldn't need all this YouTube money. It was an accident. That's cool. Hey, accidents happen. Well, that's right. American Smoker doesn't have a wrench. Ha! Oh, you got me. You got me good. But it doesn't matter. Whoever it was an accident. It's cool. Thing is, though, I mean, like not everybody appreciates the kind of trolling that bad guy does, and I get it. I personally don't give a shit. But sometimes, like he knows what triggers people, and he exploits that. You know what I mean? And not everybody likes it. You're not cool enough for a wrench. Oh, that's not true, American Smoker. I've been seeing you around for a long time. I might, I just might throw you one. I'm terrible about remembering to do that though, and I can't do it while I'm live. I'd be holding not against American Smoker, but I'd be a grudge holding motherfucker sometimes when it comes to wrenches, even though I'm over stuff. Here's the deal though, like the vast majority of the people that have wrenches here, I've had like actual conversations with. I've talked to them personally. Almost all of them, and I know who they are and shit. And that no, that is not a fucking Jeff threat. I don't hold that shit over people's heads ever. Yeah, and begging for a wrench, I do not give wrenches to people that ask for them. So there are a few people that asked me for one a year and a half ago, and otherwise I would have wrenched them, but just because they asked, nah, ain't happening. Not for a while. Oh fuck, what do we got here? Wrenches and shit. Don't even give a fuck about. Yeah, see, I don't. I'm a very lazy mod. Like if I see a docs or something, I'll do something. But the majority of the time, somebody's beat me to it. I mostly use my wrenches to see why other people got timed out or whatever. I also sell wrenches for an undisclosed amount of money or your actual booby picks. That will get those. Both of those will get you a wrench. What's going on, Jenny? Could anyone please contact FCC and ask him to come back? Oh, got a feeling he's probably watching Gen A. But I do we do talk. I'll mention that to him. How about that? Here's the thing, though. I've how many times though I said I'm fucking I'm out of here. I don't want to talk to any of you anymore. I'm done. And then like you can't get nobody leaves. Nobody ever really leaves. They might change their all. They might leave for a little while, but you just you have Damone's. I already have Damone's dick pic. I've got wallpaper with Damone's dick pic. So you're gonna have to do me one better than that, there, guy. Oh, don't worry about your manners, Jen A. We have no social graces here. He'll be back. Don't worry about it. It just dawned on me that I don't think I've seen Warbot post anything in a couple of days, but I'm not really on YouTube that much these days, so maybe I just missed it. What's going on, visibility? For example, you're a Todd alt. I think everybody, I think pretty much everybody probably has a Todd alt, but that was Todd alts are like so 2023, you know? They were all the rage in London for a while, but that's right, Melinda. I like to think that there's a little bit of Todd in all of us, and maybe a dressing filled condom. The Todd alts are unionizing. Ah, fuck. Yeah, the naughty assistants tried to unionize too, but I put a stop to that shit. You think Warbot left because you called him Captain Obvious? He was pretty triggered. Dude, Warbot takes up with way worse verbal abuse than that. Bill was actually Todd with a voice changer. He's small, pressed. Man, I told you that. Damn it. That could have just been our little secret there, guy. You had to fucking run your mouth, didn't you? What's going on, Missy? We had a Sergeant Tard with Todd's pick at one time for a little while. Yeah, there were a lot of them. Todd's black nephew. Oh, shit. There's nothing wrong with being black as long as you want to be white. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking. I'm joking. Now the internet police are going to come after me again. More about left because of the fake people. I don't blame him. There'd be a lot of two-faced backstabbing motherfuckers around here. I mean, I understand it. I'm trying to. You see some wrongs that you just sometimes you just can't get stuff through people's thick heads, and it's aggravating. It's like pounding your head against a brick wall. That's why I don't worry about it too much anymore. Yeah, Christie's gone, and there's a few others that say that they're there's been quite a few lately that at least say that they're gone. The shit like panel addiction is a thing, whether being up on panels or watching them. Like there are literally millions of much better things you could be watching right now than this shit, but you choose to be here. I don't understand that. Like, I wouldn't listen to me if I were any of you. You think Bill's the only channel left that you check on? Yeah, I've been told that quite a bit here lately, MasterCard. But it's really just because I'm so damn good looking. You might go along and tell him he's a pussy. Well, I mean, there has to be room for discourse at all given times. I don't, I hardly ever watch. I mean, I should say hardly ever. Sometimes not at all, but most days I'll look in on, like if I see NTF is live, I'll go in there. Sometimes Lock, sometimes Ed. But I really don't watch much of anybody anymore. Bad Guy's channel is fun. Yeah, I I don't know if he was. See, that here's the thing: you don't really know all the time if Bad Guy is joking or not. But uh, we did drop his link in here, which apparently I don't know. I thought I was subbed to his channel, but I can't click the link while I'm live. So I don't know if I have it or not. How much time we got left? Oh shit, we still got like an hour. All right. I guess much is going to be revealed tonight on Locksmiths, starting in just over an hour. I will be shut down by then. What's being revealed? What did you miss? I don't know for sure, White Claw, but I think some people are going to be banned from his channel if they're not already, and of course they ain't gonna like it. And from what I understand, the toolbox is also going to be rearranged, but I have no details. White Claw, if you don't know, Locke had another. Was it a 2 hour meltdown or three? He had another meltdown a couple nights ago. If you didn't know that, um, and I guess he's doing some rearranging on his channel. You could probably pick up on an LGBTC, large, big titty cutie. Yeah, I like them big titty ladies, man. Not so sure about the alphabet stuff, but hey, if she likes girls, I'm cool with that too. You saw all of it. I didn't participate. I didn't even. I think I saw like 30 seconds of it. And I've been through it before, and like fuck it, I'm not. I'll just stay over here in FCC's. He was drunk. It's okay, just like Jeffrey. No, it's not. It's Jeffrey is not okay. Chaotic. I don't think anybody. I no. I don't think anybody in here cares for Jeff. I certainly don't. You paid for it. See that's the thing. White Claw is like this shit is panel addiction is a thing. It's like it's such a fucking train wreck. People just can't look away. And yeah, there is a huge difference between being drunk once in a while and being drunk every fucking day. Batman was. See, I still don't know who the hell Batman is. Like I've seen the name around, but uh, yeah, I just don't know. I was told that he's the product of what you get when you let an iPad raise your kid. That tells me enough. Going to work off 2 hours because the panels are so juicy. Yeah, man, it's weird. It's weird how wrapped up we get into it. I kind of made a rule. I try to turn my phone off at 3 a.m. I'm not real good about that. I usually have it done by 5, and then I have been good about not turning it back on until noon the next day. And I try to limit how much bullshit I watch. I'm good with just giving it, get it. I'm pretty good. People give me the cliff notes, and I'm good with that. They kind of keep me up to date. What's going on, Section 15? I have to agree with Guy on this one, Missy. Your judgment of people is questionable. You hang out with the likes of Annoyed and Damone. I mean, come on. You just woke up, man. You just woke up, and the first thing you watch is this bullshit, man. I feel sorry for everybody. I really do. Mostly, I feel sorry for myself, and it seems to be working out okay. Yeah, that's the thing. If you tend to make really bad decisions or get hostile when you drink, you just probably shouldn't. I'm usually a very happy drunk until I completely black out. Yeah, I agree, Lisa. If it makes you mean, just don't fucking do it. Some people, uh, some people have an addiction going on though, and they've got to address that first. Mark admitted he has a case of 10 buzz balls ready. I don't even know what a buzz ball is. Well, hopefully he's not drinking tonight and can do whatever it is he's going to do with a clear head. Poor Jeff is going blind. Yes, I heard that. I heard that poor Jeff is going blind. He's gonna have to get him one of them braille phones. How about calling me while I'm live? You know that. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, Jeff will show up with something like a fucking chihuahua or a turtle or some shit and say it's a seeing eye thing that helps him get on the internet and go live. How many times do you think Locke will say nigga tonight? Well, it just depends on the level of triggering. It sounds like he's going to get rid of the people that like to trigger him, though, so maybe it won't be as bad. I don't know. I don't know the details about what's going on. Damn, Missy. Missy, if you want a mouthful of sea monkey, I mean, my phone number is out there. Don't go to the address that they dox though, because that's not really me. Hopefully, he is drinking. You really need some sort of mind altering substance to deal. Well, that is true, Andrea. I myself do partake, as we've all seen, in the alcohol thing. But mostly, I get my relaxation from pills, which is why you don't hear me spurg out very often. I make sure I'm good and emotionally numb before I hit that go live button. Oh, was he using the hard R? Yeah, that'll get you shut down. Jeff is going blind and has a watermelon-sized tumor in his stomach, but he still can't get it yet. Wasn't he dying like a year ago? Like a year ago, he only had a year left? Or is my mind making that up? I don't know. Jeff wrote "Blind in Texas." Oh, hey, that's an awesome song, Kid Nurse. I wish I could. I wish I could play it right now. I like that song. Just don't. Just hey, what's going on, Wizard? Just don't tell Locke to pull up because as we've seen, like he's the only one that's actually pulled up. I mean, didn't go down very well, but he still did it. What's going on, Quantum Epic? I've been, and I'm not saying that I'm smart, and I'm not saying that I even understand it, uh, though most of it I think I do. I like to read about quantum physics and the scary ass com- quantum computers that they're making. It's fucking, it's scary. It really is. His anonymous family member logged onto his account to let everyone know Jeff didn't have much time left. Oh yeah, that's right. The story was another sad attempt to gain attention, which is exactly why we shouldn't give it to him. He'll keep doing it as long as people keep watching, you know. Look, or that's probably Locke. Locke sounding like Booby Who. He's so loud. Oh man, yeah, yeah. Look, he got punched twice in the face for it, but I mean that. God, I don't really want to get off on the Tommy rant, but that's why it's so funny when Tommy like threatens me and stuff because we've seen how he acts. All you got to do is pull out a butter knife and he'll feel like a pig and jump into a ditch. And then he had basically two free hits on Locke and didn't put him down. Like it barely phased him. So that's why it's laughable when Tommy says he's gonna kick your ass or something. Did you see KC officially cut ties with Jeff? No, I see. I don't watch Jeff or KC, so I miss a lot of it. His comment said something along the lines of "You're always dying, but won't stop paneling." Well, I mean, he's not wrong. I hate to agree with KC on anything, but it's true. Who is Bobby Who? I've taken to calling her Bobby Joke with two Ks. Yeah, and now he has criminal charges for it. You're not applauding how Tommy handled it either. You think that a mature adult could have handled the situation in a smarter way. Yes, absolutely. I mean, as far as I know, Locke wasn't being a threat, and I know that Locke always has a gun close by. So, and he didn't fight back. You know what I mean? I just don't think that's why Locke was there. Stop! You're gonna be filling this damn chat box. Go for it, man. Just let it fly. She had a perk 1000. Hey, I used to eat the shit out of perks. They don't. They only. They don't make them. That 1000 is like the actual Percocet. Some of them had 1000 milligrams of Tylenol in it, but only 10 grams of the actual oxy. So that's probably where he gets that 1000 number from. And that 1000 number does not get you fucked up. It's just a lot of Tylenol that will fuck your liver up if you take too much of it. But I don't believe they make them with that much Tylenol anymore. The time he goes on looks for this panel. Yeah, I saw that, Jenny. I just have a. I do hold grudges, but I try not to. And I don't really like. Just to me, in my opinion, Locke is too forgiving of people that have really dragged him through the mud. Um, I am not that forgiving. I just don't allow them here because you're in my house, motherfucker. I have no desire, and don't have the ability to stop your free speech, but I don't have to give you a place to do it. You never saw a perk with 1000 milligrams. I did. They used to make them with like 500 milligrams of Tylenol, 750, and 1000. And then the other side with the actual oxy was either 5, 7.5, or 10. But I know they make them differently now. Yeah, they cut all of them down to 325 because um, people weren't overdosing like with Lortabs and Vicodin. That shit's all Norco now, but used to be they would have a shitload of Tylenol. But when somebody overdoses on that stuff, they're usually actually overdosing on the Tylenol, not the narcotic. So they quit putting as much Tylenol in them now. I didn't read shit. What are you talking about? Did I miss a comment or something? I did kind of. blab my way through and miss a bunch of them. Yeah, my chats always end up in either talking about boobies or drugs. I like both, but I only condone one of the two. When is lot going live? As far as I know, in about 50 minutes, 9 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock his time, unless that has changed. Yeah, but we had a guy in the shop I worked in. People had a habit of leaving their everybody there. Not everybody, but a lot of people were there because of all the industrial accidents. People get fucked up. So like everybody there was on Vicodin when I worked there, and eventually then I got put on it. This dude had a habit of going through people's lunch boxes looking for their drugs because people would just leave their pill bottles, in their lunchbox. This dude was going through and he would just try to take a few out of each one to make it, so nobody would notice instead of taking all of them. But we figured it out. People were like, man, where are all my pills going? So what I did was I took the label off of a pill bottle and I filled that bottle up with X-Lax, and then I just wrote pain meds on the outside of the bottle. This dude was dumb enough. Um, he fucking got in there and took a bunch of them, and we just watched to see who was running to the bathroom, and we found out who was doing it. Fucker. Don't Quaaludes in and getting? They could. They don't make those anymore, but yeah, I don't have very much experience with Quaaludes, but I've talked to quite a few people that did. How many trips did I make to the barbell? Well, back in my younger days, I used to work out quite a bit. 30 likes and Jeff will disclose his melody. Will strike him next. Yeah, that shit's bullshit too. People say, I'm not going to talk until I get so many likes. I don't give a fuck about the likes. Ran into Tommy Boy, said he's having a live at 8:30. Okay. Well, that sucks if him and Locke are going live at the same time. That's in about 15 minutes. If I see Tommy Boy going live, I'll shut this fucker down. He's usually more interesting. How many trips did I make to the bathroom that day? Several, because I followed the guy in there to make sure it was him. I do like to poop, just not that much. Hey, what's going on, Blues Rider? You're popping a perk. Just be careful with that shit, Rob. If you're being serious. Believe it or not, I was not a drug guy. I was not a drug guy at all until I let the doctors get a hold of me. That was back when they were fucking just throwing Oxycontin and Vicodin and Xanax and pretty much whatever, they were just throwing it at you. And then all of a sudden they're like, nope, can't have it anymore. So we're just going to throw you out in the cold and you're going to end up on heroin or spending way too much on the fucking pills, which fortunately I didn't wind up on heroin because at the time I was doing very well and I had quite a bit of money, but after I couldn't work anymore, I was spending all my savings on fucking oxys. Not good. Not good at all. No more accidental X-lax accidents. Well, I'm sure that guy will be smarter in the future. Earlier, Luck said he was going live at 7, but 7 his time is 10 your time. I thought you were on Eastern time, Andrea. Or are you on? Well, no, wait a minute. Because I was thinking it was 9 my time, and I'm on Eastern. We probably better figure that out because it's possible I've misled everybody. Yeah, back in the day, the oxys were after the doctor started tightening it up. Oxys were going for $1 a milligram, so you could pay $80 for one 80 milligram pill. Um, I didn't. I never paid. Well, I shouldn't say never. The way I did it, I never really had much trouble in the actual transaction. But the problem is I would find out where the people were getting them from that I was getting them from, and then go directly to the source. And most of the time, it was some fucking older person uh, that was just selling them so that they could eat. They weren't like big time drug dealers, and so they would sell their prescription every month. And I would go to them and be like, "Hey, I will give you X amount for your whole prescription every month. You only have to deal with me, not selling them fucking two at a time to these motherfuckers that will rat you out if they get caught." And I never would have ratted anybody out, but I never got caught. So, and I did that for quite a few people, and the other people that were getting them kind of got really upset with me, and some shit happened. So, yeah. But buying them in bulk is kind of what furthered my addiction because I'd be like, oh, I got enough. This will last me 3 months. Wrong, because it seems like they're gonna last forever when you're sitting on a pile, and then when you get down and you got like 20 left, it's like, oh fuck, I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. Whatever it is what it is. Yeah, we are nurturing the baby sea monkey. We're so proud. One day the baby sea monkey will grow up to be a big and strong sea monkey. Either way, though, like $40, like if you have a serious addiction going on, that 80 milligram pill really isn't gonna do. I mean, it make you feel better for a couple of hours, and maybe you won't Jones for about 6 hours, but that's still $40 for. I mean, that's where I ran into trouble. My buddy helped me figure it up, and for 2 years in a row, I spent over $80,000 just on oxys. That doesn't count the extra Xanax or Vicodin or whatever I could find along the way. So yeah, So way back in the day, he used to do the same thing, and because of that, the other customers thought they could come to me and buy a few this and that. They found out quick. Yes, that's exactly. And Andrew, I was the same way. I wouldn't sell them either. There was a couple of times where like some of them that I liked, if they were like really really sick, I you know come off of a couple for them because I've been in that situation. But for the most part, no. Yeah, people got pretty mad at me because I was taking everything up. Yeah, precision bushwhacker. A lot of people did wind up on heroin because of that. But I just never. I mean, I tried it, but it just never got to be my thing, which is probably a good thing. But everybody, every single person that I can think of that was involved in all that, every single one of them is dead. I'm the only one left. They all ended up. It's probably my fault that they ended up on heroin because I was taking all the fucking oxys. I ended up putting, like, I worked for 7 years after I got hurt, but it just got to the point where I just couldn't fucking function anymore. Plus, I had a huge fucking pill problem, so I had to leave my job for 20 years, which really sucks. And then you feel really worthless because you can't work anymore. So you do even more pills, and it just fucking. Eventually, I just quit. Like, I never really had any credit card debt. I always paid my credit cards off every month. I just quit making my house payment. I've never had a car payment. I always paid cash for my cars, so I didn't have to worry about that. But um, and I was just blowing thousands and thousands out of my savings and investments and whatever. So I eventually put what was left in a trust for my kids because I didn't think I'd live another 6 months. So I'm like, well, fuck it. If I run out of money, I just can't get pills anymore. And I'm probably not going to live that much longer anyway. Then, well, here we are. So there's this money sitting there that I can't touch, even though I'm fucking broke. But my kids will get it, so it's all right. Those oxys are amazing when you first start out too, and last for about 6 months before the high comes. Yes, exactly, Bushwhacker. See, the doctors had me on Vicodin for about 2 years, and I never got addicted to it. I just think my last prescription was for like 4 a day. I don't remember exactly now, but I wasn't taking, like, I had a big stockpile, and I never got addicted to the Vicodin. And then I went to a different doctor, and he's like, "Oh, all this Tylenol, the acetaminophen in this Vicodin is gonna mess up your liver, so we're gonna put you on OxyContin." And I knew what OxyContin was, but it just hadn't been around all that long. And they fed me that bullshit that in the back of my mind, I knew it was bullshit, but I did it anyway, as I do many things. But uh, they were telling me, "Oh, this isn't as addictive because it's time released," and well, that turned out to be complete bullshit. So before you knew it, I was crushing them up and snorting them. I never got into needles, thank God. But yeah, I mostly just ate them. But sometimes, if I was too impatient to wait for the oral route, I would sniff them until they made them, a different way. It used to be real easy, but now they're made different. You were spending 1,000 a week on pills for a couple of years, and that was back when they were $5 a pill and less. Yeah, yeah, you get after a while, man. Well, hey, what's up, decoys for kids? How you doing? I like seeing you here, but you're too classy for this place. I'm just gonna say it. OC is better than OP. Yes, that is a fact. Yeah, for those of you in the know, you know exactly what that means. I tried to save a couple because I have an actual drug collection of stuff that they don't make anymore, and I was trying to hold back a couple of the OC oxys because they are collector's items now. Um, but it didn't take long, and I ran out of shit, and I got desperate, and of course I ate part of my collection. So back when somas were a quarter each, I was given somas by my doctors, but I never sold or bought them off the street. Somas didn't really, unless I took a bunch of them, they didn't really. Well, I had like most of a bottle left that I didn't take because they didn't really help. And then one of the times when I was going through withdrawals and fucking, when you go through withdrawals, you fucking like, I literally took a knife and cut my couch open to see if there was any oxys in there. I started digging through all my old meds that I hung on to, and I took a bunch of those somas, and it did help me sleep for a little while. Hell yeah, White Claw. Vintage oxys are a thing, man. I would imagine. I mean, everybody's on fucking um, fentanyl now, so maybe not so much. But somebody who is a true connoisseur, they would pay big bucks for an OC oxy. I would imagine there are some probably some older people uh, who have some laying around and don't know it. Yeah, LB, that's where I got most of mine. They weren't hardcore drug dealers. They were just older people trying to get by, you know. There were a couple of times where I bought like man, I ran into people that had like hundreds of thousands of them, and I figured they were fake or whatever, but um, they let me test them out, so to speak. And like I don't know how the fuck they got a hold of that many. I'm assuming they robbed a pharmacy or some shit, but I don't ask those questions. And like I bought a shitload. I think this girl's never tried. Yeah, they I had a prescription for fent patches for a while, but at the time my kids were kind of little, and those things are so fucking the warning labels for the fentanyl patches. There's two big ass sheets of paper that fold out like road maps. That's just the warning label. And you know, I would even though I taped them down, I was just so scared that something would happen and one of my kids would touch them. You know, I was just worried, even though I kept them locked up and was real careful about getting rid of the old ones and stuff. But dude, there were people that would buy, and I don't, man, as desperate as I got, I never got desperate enough to do this, but um, I knew people that would buy used fentanyl patches. I mean, those things are supposed to stay on your body for 3 days. So some motherfucker had that shit stuck to his body for 3 days, and people would buy them and fucking stick them right in their mouth, man. Ooh, no. When I had mine, I had the kind that had the gel in them. They they don't make those anymore either, I don't think. But uh, yeah, I did some things with that gel. I mean, that's the desperation of addiction, man. No, Bushwhacker, they don't really last. None of that shit lasts. Is like oxys are supposed to last for 12 hours. You're lucky if you get 6. But yeah, that was my experience too. Like I was still working at the time, and you work in a hot factory. Like it tells you on there, hey, don't sweat while you're wearing this patch. Oh, okay, no problem. Um, so sometimes I would take a hair dryer and hold it on my arm until my arm felt like it was on fire. Trying to get a buzz. Can't say if it really worked, but oh yeah, good times. Ma Wrench, if you were. Oh wait a minute, I totally missed something. Who is Ma Wrench? Never use icy hot that itch your balls. That is solid advice. Yeah. If Tommy Boy goes live and I may not see it, you guys tell me because I'm gonna shut down for Lux anyway. But 8 for extra so far. If the IV infusions make any bones strong enough, they can try to rebuild your spine with metals. Yeah, that's my spine is damaged also, Medic One, but I'm not a candidate for surgery. I didn't know it, but apparently I've had degenerative disc disease for a long time, but I never had any back problems. I didn't know that until I got hurt. Um, they they say that a piece of one of my disc broke off because of that and went like into my spinal column, and they can't do anything because if they fuck that up, it'll paralyze you. So Darvocet. Oh yeah, I actually have Darvocet in my collection. Those weren't worth a fuck for me, so I was able to hang on to a few of those. Yeah, the best thing if you're going to use icy hot, the best thing to do is to put on a latex glove first, and then you don't have to worry about it afterwards. Or use something else to dip on there, whatever. Just don't use your fingers. You got a doctor give you 240 30s, 180. Yeah, I used to get like for a while they had me. I was on. Oh man, at the time, I think I was on either my prescription anyway was either for 40s or 60s 3 times a day. And then on top of that, they gave me 15 milligram Roxy's for breakthrough pain. Those 15 milligram Roxy's that aren't time released or, yeah. What's going on, Dr. Mortician? Maybe Jeff will give out more memberships again tonight. You never use mine. Oh man, fuck that. I wouldn't even want a free one. You got 180 80s and 120 40s for breakthrough pain. Yeah, yeah, they used to just throw them at you like that. Crazy, crazy amounts. I was at the height of my oxy escapades. I was taking 1,000 milligrams, give or take, every day, plus whatever other bullshit I would get a hold of. Like I learned how to do a cold. It's called a cold water extraction to get some of the Tylenol out of the Vicodin. Um, like I would do it with 90 pills at a time. And I'm sure that you lose a lot of the actual narcotic, but it does take a lot of the Tylenol out of it. I mean, it works, but with the amount of the actual hydrocodone or whatever it is that you lose, I couldn't really tell you if it's actually worth it or not. I was so fucking ate up on so much shit. Like I sometimes couldn't really tell if I took anything or not. So shut it down. Oh fuck, Jeff. I'm gonna shut it down if yeah, what's his name? I won't shut down for Jeff though. You got 210 30s. See, that's the thing, man. They used to just fucking jazz us up with all this shit. And then all at once, they're like, nope, can't have it anymore. And then, like, they gave you no help. There was no winning down. There was no fucking, you probably ought to check in someplace for a month or so you don't kill yourself. There was just no help. And then here we are. Jeff trying to jump in and get his share of the clouds off the locksmith freak out. Of course. You hallucinated on it? Really? I mean, it hits everybody different, but I would tell you it's a good thing that you didn't like it, even though putting up with the pain sucks. It's always a good thing when you don't like it. It was just a video cam dropped right on. Jeff wants to talk to Locke. Well, I'm sure that Locke will probably let him up. 85% lean. Yeah, you gotta watch that lean beef, man. It'll get you fucked up. Well, see, Missy, though, those kinds of things don't usually make people hallucinate. So there might actually have been a large black man in your living room. Did you ever think about that? Maybe you weren't really hallucinating? Yeah, Angela, they just hit people different. Like people always talk about how it takes a shitload to do anything for me now, but back in the day, like maybe twice a year, I'd get some biking off with somebody. If I was going to a festival and I wasn't going to get drug tested, that was part of the reason I didn't mess with pills or anything else or whatever. But because I valued my job more than I did getting fucked up, and we had random drug tests all the time. Um, Damn it, I just lost my train of thought. God, I haven't had oxy in years, man, but I'm thinking about it. I got other stuff, but it just don't hit the same. I swear that even though I'm still taking morphine, but I'm taking way, way, way less. There's just something about oxys that hits different, man. Yeah, that's the thing. It even taking it as prescribed, it even if you're not psychologically addicted, your body is. And when you stop taking them, your body says, "Hey, your brain doesn't know how to make dopamine anymore. We need a little help here, boss. You got to find you some pills." And it just doesn't shut up until you get more. So you can get addicted even just taking them like you're supposed to, as I did for a long time. Yeah, that's the thing. I used to refuse to take any kind of medication, man-made medication. There's plenty of stuff in the woods you can use that works better and fucks you up less. So yeah, back at one time I wouldn't take an aspirin or anything either. You guys can ask my mom. And that's the thing. Once I realized I was, uh, hooked. Before I was actually strung out, I realized I was, addicted. I was a high functioning addict for a long time. Um, but stuff that you would never even consider doing. Like back in the, I never would. I would be like, man, you're fucking nuts. I would never snort a fucking pill. Fuck you. Uh, but once you realize you're already a junkie, um, you're like, fuck it. It doesn't matter anymore. I may as well do coke too. Is my mom in the chat? No, fuck no. Nope, ain't happening. Your son's mom is in the chat. Well, you should probably get her out of there, Missy, because this is not a good place for anybody's mom. Yeah, for sure, LB. That was the thing. I mean, when they told me they were going to put me on OxyContin, I was like, yeah, I know a lot of people that like are hooked on Percocets, and that's the same thing. Only the oxys they have more oxy in them, and they're like, oh no, it's time release, so it's not as addictive, and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, but you're still getting it in your system, and you're actually getting more when they put you on the OxyContin as opposed to the Percocet. I I knew it was bullshit, and I didn't listen to that little voice in my head because I wanted the fucking drugs. So you're still banned, Jeff. Well, are you really surprised? What's Locke's live about? Chill stream. LB, he always puts that clickbaity shit on there. That's why I don't put chill stream on mine anymore because I know most of the time I try to keep it pretty chill, but every fucking time I say chill stream, it turns into a fucking shit fest. So I don't bother saying it anymore. Although it sounds like he's going to be getting rid of some of the assholes. So um, maybe it will be a chill stream. Who knows? Wow. Oh, all right, yo. Like I'm officially out of words. I'm only allowed to say so many words in any given day, and I think I've just about reached my maximum. I got to save some in case I need to cuss somebody out later. All right, yo. Stay naked.